Our next guest is a renowned Michigan author who has spent decades writing about the Great Lakes states and the great outdoors, but his latest work dives deep into Michigan's history, uncovering a true, untold story of courage and sacrifice during the Civil War. It's called The Woman She Left Behind, and its author, Tom Huggler, is here to share more. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Todd. Good to meet you.
Oh, it's wonderful meeting you. I love this story. Rachel Barnum. That's the name that comes up in this book. Tell us who is Rachel?
Yeah, she was an Eaton County farm pioneer. She came here from New York State in 1838, the year that after Michigan became a state.
Oh, wow.
And she got a telegram on the eve of the Civil War. Her son, Dwight, he was a horse soldier with the 2nd Michigan Cavalry, apparently is dying somewhere in Missouri. Rachel gets this telegram. Without any hesitation at all, she leaves 3 other children at home with the hired man, gets on a buckboard wagon and a team of horses, and heads out from Missouri, 600 miles away, to hopefully find her son before he passes.
A long trip.
Oh, an unbelievable trip. Well, think about that a minute. She's going into a man's world. She's going into a shooting war zone, and she's doing it alone. What made this woman do this, and how did she do it? Those are the questions that are in my head.
Yeah, that would give me some inspiration to write it. That's a fascinating story, especially with how long it must have taken her to travel that distance back in the 1800s. How much this had to have been? Months of research.
Well, how about years?
Oh, I believe it.
I heard about this story almost 25 years ago, Todd. It was a reference in a journal written by Rachel's grandmother, or excuse me, Rachel's granddaughter.
Okay.
And her great-great-grandson, a friend of mine, shared it with me. And all it said is Grandma Rachel went down to Tennessee to get her boy, and she went alone. Well, it wasn't Tennessee, it was Missouri. And a ton of research. It really came to life for me when I retraced her journey.
Were you able to do that? How were you able to read? I mean, were there just like pit stops that she left a letter for you?
No, I tell you what, I found a willing Amishman with a horse and buggy who took me almost to Battle Creek, where I got on the train, went to Chicago, got on another train, went to Cairo, Illinois, found a guy in a little power boat that took me 62 miles down the Mississippi River, which looks the same today as it did when Rachel was there. And so that's when I knew this story had to be told.
Oh my goodness. So how did what obstacles, give us an example of maybe from the book. I want people to buy the book, but maybe an example of an obstacle that you overcame.
Oh yeah, well first of all, the war news, there was plenty of it. There were more newspapers then than there are now.
Sure.
But the news was unreliable, and so she didn't know what was going on most of the time. She had incredibly bad weather, horrible roads. I mean, you could only travel no more than 10 miles a day on a muddy trail, which connected Ionia to Battle Creek in those days. But also, she had to face a tornado, and that really happened. She had the flooded Mississippi River. It was the worst flooding on record in 1862. How did she get across a river or down a river?
Okay.
And then the biggest challenge, well, Todd, the biggest challenge was that island number 10 was garrisoned with 3,000 rebel soldiers. They wouldn't let anybody get past, and her son was on the other side.
Come on, there's no way I have to read the book. I have to find out how this ends. I mean, talk about a leap into the unknown. Yeah. I mean, literally, she just went.
Yeah,
amazing. So how The Woman She Left Behind, explain that title. Because I'm hearing your story and I'm trying to figure out who that is.
Yeah, you know, that title just popped into my head one night. I woke up, Rachel was keeping me up at night anyway, and it came to me. I was first I was going to call the story Rachel Weeping, but then that title came because the woman that she left behind was the same woman that went down through the Mississippi River to get her son. It changed Rachel. It changed her so much she never told about this story.
Huh.
She loved talking about how she came to Michigan with her family as a pioneer. She never talked about the trip to New Madrid, Missouri. That's why I wrote the book.
Well, I think we need to read this book. Thank you for writing this book, Tom, and putting the time in for this research. This sounds like a historical thriller. It's fiction.
It is fiction.
But it's based
on true.
On all these things that really did happen, and a lot of Michigan in that book. You want to pick it up? Bet you do. After hearing all that, TomHuggler.com. Or you can go to Facebook, Instagram, follow Tom. The book is being sold wherever books are sold.
Everywhere.
Yeah, you want to get it on Amazon, get it at your local bookstore, Barnes & Noble. Hey, wherever you like to find your books, search up Tom Huggler and check out The Woman She Left Behind. We'll be right back.